final lesson that we're going to do. Appreciate you helping out with the other ones. This is our on-course portion, so everything that we learned in the previous lessons. We're going to talk about how we transition that into expert playing golf. You're a good golfer, you're a good player, you enjoy playing the game. Now we just need to figure out the practice habits and practice routines that we worked on the range, typically make something happen out here. How I plan. So the first thing we have here, work out to the right. Number one starting hole is just 240 yards to that river. And for a big hitter like you got two options. You have the iron in your hand there that you could lay up in front of the water and then leave yourself a nice approach shot in, or you could hit the big driver and go over and leave yourself a much shorter shot. Now, what would cause you to hit iron? You have an iron in your hand. What would cause you to hit the iron?
Well, maybe the wind's a little in my face. Trying to play it a little safer, you know. Basically, my two options.
Okay, so the wind's a big factor. Yeah, conditions are important, especially like a morning like this. Since we're out here early in the morning, the ground is still wet. It rained last night. It's really dewy out there, so you're not going to get a lot of roll. So that's 240 yards of all carry off the first tee box. So let's go ahead and hit your iron. Step on up there, and we'll go ahead and see how that works out. Alright, step back here real quick. So would you agree that these are the kind of processes you go through every round, every hole, just kind of thinking your risk reward and then what the safe play is?
Sure, yeah.
What's one of the variables that you would say would be the determining factor on what you would do? What's the biggest thing on why you wouldn't hit driver here, regardless of the wind, regardless of the rain? I mean, is it a mentalist aspect of maybe you feel you're a good enough player that if you just hit the iron out there, you can get yourself on the green and give you a chance to make at least a birdie?
Sure, yeah. I think it's a lot of risk reward. Thinking, is it worth to hit my driver? Is it worth the risk to go over to the river and have 100 yards or less into the green, or should I play it safe and hit the 3 iron and have a longer shot, 160, 170 into the green?
Yeah, I agree.
What's worth it?
It's going to be a lot about playing to your strengths too. I know myself, I'm not the greatest wedge player on the face of the planet or anywhere actually. So I like to think that if I leave myself a little bit longer of an iron in, I might have a better chance of getting on the green, getting it close to the hole. So I'm going to give you the driver now and let you hit that, just so we can see. You have both options. You weigh both options. We'll see which one's more fun. Just move around here. All right, Eddie, so you hit the 3 iron off the tee and it worked out pretty well for you. Why don't you tell everyone what happened to the driver?
The driver didn't quite make it over the river.
So the driver was the river. You mentioned the wind at your back. It makes an intriguing option to hit that driver. But we can both agree, I'd say, the smarter play is to hit an iron off the tee. And just leave yourself a good option. Which reminds me, what are your options now? What is your thought process for this shot here?
Well, basically, since this is my second shot, I basically just kind of want to aim for the middle of the green. I am about 175 out or so.
You got 175 going for the middle of the green.
Yeah, I just want to give myself a chance at birdie. If I don't quite make it, just a nice tap in, scratch the par.
Perfect. All right, fire away. Let's talk about that one that went in the water now. Say you didn't have the option to play that 3 iron off the tee, say you did it with the driver. You went in the water. What are your options for taking relief from this water hazard?
So I can take two club lengths
Yep.
From where it entered. I can re-tee from the tee box, or I can go line of entry.
Exactly. Or you can always play it. But
Sure.
we're gonna. What would you say your best option is? Because I mean, put it in perspective. You have 2 club lengths. What does 2 club lengths leave you?
It's going to leave me probably in the rough there.
Okay, so 2 club lengths leave you in the rough. What does playing the ball back at the tee leave you?
It's going to leave me a long third shot.
Yeah, you hit 300 yards, third shot from 400 yards. So, what is your best option then?
Probably to line of entry.
Perfect. So line of entry. So from where the ball entered and line with the flag, you can go as far back as you want. Now, what is one of the benefits of being able to go as far back as you want? Why wouldn't you just take the first spot of fairway there?
You can drop it where it best suits your game.
Perfect answer. Yeah. So we want to find that comfortable yardage.
Yeah.
What's a comfortable yardage for you?
160 or so is pretty good. My 8 iron. So
Perfect. So why don't you take your line of entry there and drop your ball, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, here it is. What are you thinking?
It's a little bit of a slider. It's not an easy putt to make.
Not an easy putt. Tell me this one. You going uphill or downhill?
Going down.
Downhill, right or left? Right. A little bit of a lock.
Perfect.
Okay. We've all played mini golf, so you can probably aim up here and let it roll down, right? So, what's one thing that you can do with this putt to, take a little edge off the speed that's going to come with it and the break that's come with it? Any idea? I'll put it in perspective for you this. When you hit a driver, imagine this is a driver. When you hit a driver, where's the sweet spot? Right in the middle. What happens if you hit it out on the toe of the heel of the driver? Doesn't go as far, that's key. What else about it? Usually if you hit it in the toe, is it going to go off course very much? Okay, so it might leave the face a little open, the heel might leave the face a little closed. So that's one aspect of it. But the one thing you said in the beginning was, say it again. You hit in the middle, it goes further. What happens if you hit another two? Doesn't go as far. You think it's important in a putt like this? Sure. Yeah. We might want to play this out on the toe of the putter. Okay. Make the same stroke and dead and let the ball slowly fade down. So go ahead and I wouldn't even look at the hole if I were you. I haven't looked at it yet. I really enjoy that because I'm not going to pick a spot out on the hole. I'm not going to aim for the hole at this point. Okay. There's a very real possibility, especially for someone like me, where this putt could end up on the front of the green. Sure. So pick out a spot that you feel is good for you to aim at and go ahead and pick the putt. Did you hit your mark? No? You go a little far?
I can go far.
It's very challenging, absolutely. Hit one more for me. So you got a mulligan, you're playing league play on a Thursday night. It's one of those things that we're setting up for. No, but you have an opportunity here. What are you going to do different as far as
not hitting it hard.
obviously, it's a pretty obvious one, right?
Yeah,
Where are you aiming? Why don't you point out to me where you're aiming?
Yeah, so what I had that
Now, me, I would probably be up here. Yeah, reason being, what you notice about this putt, where did it break? Did it break right at the beginning?
No,
or did it kind of go up a little bit and then just absolutely not stop?
Yeah.
So I would probably play it a little bit higher if you want it to stop up there. You know it's not going to. So I would play it a little bit higher and just play it a little softer and let the hell take the rest of the way down. Okay. Take a nice little stance, take a nice little line, and go through it. Not easy, is it? So, when you're in a situation like this, let's back scuff a shot here. You're in the approach shot. What's one thing that you, we said before, that would be beneficial to you? As far as the hill is going up.
I should probably left it in front of the hole so I'd have an uphill putt.
Perfect. Leave yourself the opportunity to an uphill putt.
Yeah.
Leave yourself the best opportunity in all the game, all the shots that you have out there. That's what we went through today. Really thinking about, you know, is it a good thing to hit driver? Is it time to hit an iron off the tee? Which one will leave you in the best place? Would it be going for the pin or going for the green? And then as far as this, when you're going for the green, where do you want to leave yourself in the green? Is it at the pin? Or do you want to leave a spot on the green that might leave you in the best possible way to make the putt? Does that make sense?
Right, yeah.
Eddie, I really appreciate you helping me out today.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you coming. I hope you took something from it. You're a great player. You're a great guy. I know that you're going to do well out there. I hope you enjoy the game as well. It's just really a big aspect that I don't want to lose on this. So keep playing that tournament golf. Keep finding those events to play in. Keep your game sharp. I know you enjoy practicing as well. So keep it up. It's been a pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a dog leg right. So what are we going to use on this one?
Probably a fade.
A fade, yeah. So draw, fade, and just your neutral shot. Those are 3 of them. But what if I told you there's 3 more?
Yeah, is it slice count?
No, not
Okay.
necessarily. Well,
I'm not sure.
think as opposed to the aspect of right to left. What else is there? So what if I told you that instead of hitting a high draw, we hit a low draw?
Okay.
So does that make sense now?
Sure, yeah.
So put that in aspect for here. Do we want to hit a low fade in this one?
Probably not. There's some trees that I could carry over if I hit a higher.
Perfect. So we're looking for a high fade. How do we hit the ball higher? What's the one thing we do? What do you think?
With the driver? Or?
With the driver, yeah. So we got driver in hand.
I would say swing up on it more, maybe?
Swing up on it, one thing. What if I told you that there is, we talked about this in the past lesson, there's 3 positions this way and there's 3 positions this way.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And what if I told you those 6 different positions can create 9 different ball flights? Okay. What if I set the ball up? What if I set the ball up in the front of my stance? What do you think that is?
It's going to go higher.
It's going to go higher. What if I set the ball up lower in my stance?
A little lower.
Excuse me, back in my stance.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it's going to be lower. So middle is going to be our normal